thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. Today's YouTube video is going to be a pretty requested video. It's all about my braces. So I did a video on my braces and it was a little bit like my before and after, and that created a lot of talk. I had a lot of messages and a lot of questions, so I'm going to go through pretty much the whole process, frequently asked questions to help you guys. So the mechanism I got was Fastbraces. This is not the same mechanism as the conventional braces. It's a lot faster, it's different, and I fully recommend it. I wanted braces when I was 12. Then I asked again when I was 13, 14, 15 and 16, like I wanted them pretty much the whole time. I didn't like my teeth. The dentist that I was with at the time said that my teeth would move down naturally and that I just needed to be post-puberty, just wait, it will occur naturally. It didn't. My fangs were still right up in my gums and they hadn't moved down at all. So I went privately to a dentist called Smile in Market Raisin, and I am so happy that I went ahead and did it. Alex there and the team are fab. They just made me so relaxed, and every time I went they understood how I was feeling and that I would be nervous and scared and everything else because of, well, we'll go into that. But yeah, they were absolutely great. And I fully recommend them. So that's them down there, and their card. I'll just show you this. I'll put the details of their address, etc. in the description box below. So Market Raisin is about a 40-minute drive for me, so I had to do that quite often. Let's go through the process. The first consultation was free. I went in there and spoke to Alex about getting braces and what I wanted from getting braces. I then had a complete checkup. They completely analysed my teeth, every single tooth, my jaw. I had x-rays. I basically got a treatment plan like this, which listed all my teeth and where there were problems, so if I needed a fill-in, root canal, where there were signs of decay, etc. And then they said, you know, the better option is to have this done and then you can have your braces, because then your teeth will be in immaculate condition, you don't need to worry about anything else. So I did. I went ahead with that. I had a fill-in on this side, and then this side I had a tooth that had to be completely rebuilt, which was hard work for Alex, but he managed to do it because he's fab. I got all my fill-ins were white. They weren't the black fill-in that you see, which is really common. They were all white, so that made me feel even better. And then I went on to my brace treatment. Now with the brace treatment, you can have several different plans. There is the brackets that are metal on the top and metal on the bottom, or you can have metal on the top, clear on the bottom, or the other way around. But obviously that affects what the cost is. So I went for metal on the top and metal on the bottom, and this was, excluding my treatment that I had before, was 1975, and then I think the treatment I had before for fill-ins and etc. was like 200 and something. So it ended up being about over £2,000. The clear brackets and the metal brackets, they're all a fast brace treatment. So they all work in the same way, it's just the way that they look. Obviously with the metal ones you can see them, with the clear ones I think you can still see them. They're just not as visible. Say like quite far away you wouldn't be able to see them as clearly as you would metal ones, but as you're up close you can see that they're still braces. So to me it really didn't bother me anyway, the fact that I was going to have braces. I always thought about having braces, and having braces is not a problem. Like, if you've got braces then cool, if you haven't then cool. It really didn't affect me. So I was just like, yeah, you know, put the metal ones on. I don't know why, I just kind of felt maybe they were stronger as well, because metal is metal and it's strong. So I just thought, you know, maybe that option would be stronger. I knew my teeth were strong, so I wanted, you know, the best thing possible for my teeth. After my first consultation I then went back And in October, I got my braces put on, the end of October, no, November I think it was. I got my braces put on. This took quite a while. It took quite a bit of time to put on. I think it was probably nearly 2 hours, something like that. And on one day I only had the tops on, and then I went back another day and got the bottoms on. And then from then, every 2, 3 or 5 weeks, it changed each time, I would go back for the tightening sessions. Now, with the tightening sessions, with Fastbraces, they put new metal-like elastic bands around the brackets. Each time they're new, each time they're different. And this, for me, was painful. But Alex has said I have actually been the worst case scenario client when it comes to the pain, because my teeth were, are very strong, so it took a lot for them to move, and they didn't want to, and it caused me a lot of pain. So I had trouble with that for probably about 6 or 7 months into the treatment. So every time I would go, I would get injections, which was fine because then I would have my treatment and it wouldn't hurt. And yeah, I just continued that until about I don't know, probably the last couple of months, and then I was fine. I could go in and have them tightened without having to have the injections. So yeah, by then I was pretty relieved, because every time I'd go, obviously I'd have to have my whole face, or bottom half of my face would be numb. I'd be in a little bit of discomfort, and then the numbing would last. A couple of days after you have them tightened, you do feel achy, your jaw feels a little bit weird, your teeth, you can feel that they're moving. And one of the main things that's absolutely amazing is that on the day that you get tightened, on the day that you get them tightened, I absolutely loved it, because I knew that by the time I would wake up the next day, a difference would have been made. It is that fast. Like, it happens within the first week, and then obviously there's another week, say you go every 2 weeks, there's like another week which like sets them in stone, and then you go back again and they're changed into another position. It is that fast. I was amazed. For I think it was 2 months in, I went for a tightening one particular day. The next day I woke up and I was like, sorry, what? Last night when I went to bed they were there, now they're there. Like, it was literally so fast. And even my mum would say, oh my gosh, they weren't like that last night. It is really fast. And I think if you have, like, not weak teeth, but very movable, wobbly teeth, the treatment would be super fast for you. Even if you've got super strong teeth, the treatment is still fast. I mean, I was 11 months and my teeth are ridiculously strong. Let's talk about food. During my brace treatment was difficult. I definitely cut out all hard food because I was at the dentist enough. I really didn't want to be going back to have certain bits fixed. I didn't want to be breaking anything. So I made sure that I stayed away from these particular foods, and I would recommend that you do the same, just so that you're not, to and fro into the dentist. Things like whole apples. Do not try and eat an apple with braces. Caramels, toffees, muesli, baguettes, bars, nuts. Just stay away from chewing gum. Chewing gum's just a nightmare. You don't want to break any of your brackets. It just slows the process down, and it's just hard work for you. So when it comes to staining, when you have braces, they are tiny little squares on your teeth, and your teeth naturally stain anyway. So when you eat certain foods, if they are so acidic, they stain the teeth. So when you've got your braces on, you could stain your teeth stains, but where the bracket is, obviously it wouldn't get to that part of the tooth. So you take your braces off and there would be a square. You don't want that, okay? So you need to avoid these products. Things like curries, pot noodles, savoury rice, ketchup. That was gutting. I love ketchup. Beetroot, mustard, black tea, black coffee, red wine and smoking. Just try and stay away from these things as much as possible. And remember, cleaning and brushing your teeth is important. But even more so when you have your braces on. You don't want food trapped in them. You don't want staining to occur. Look after them. Be thorough. You can use a electronic toothbrush on your braces, that's perfectly fine. They won't break using it. Just be really gentle and use mouthwash. So moving on to one of the most frequently asked questions is retainers. What retainers did you get? Why did you get these ones? I got a metal fixed retainer and I got a plastic removable retainer. I actually had both included in my plan, which was amazing. I've got the fixed ones in, which you can't see. They're actually behind the back of the top and bottom teeth. I'll try and get a close-up shot in a minute so that you can try and see what it's like. But as for the removable retainers, here they are. Alex knows me well. Put them in a pretty pink box. These are so easy to use. I sleep with them in 9 hours a night. This is what they look like. Yeah, they're nothing special. Just a bit like gum shields, I suppose. And they're quite easy to put in. They give you a little bit of a lisp, but I can work with a lisp. No, they're really easy, they're really comfortable, and they just feel like they're clamping everything back down again. I actually love wearing them. I really like them. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, yep, my teeth are stuck in there. So yeah, the one thing that's a big thing about retainers is saliva. So I'm going to take these off camera. One of the things that I must say is with Fastbraces, you do have an elastic band mechanism, which is on these teeth and these teeth, on your brackets, you will have little hooks. The hooks are for you to wrap these elastic bands round. Now, Alex will advise which elastic band figure is best for your mouth. It is to do with your bite. So he will tell you exactly which band that you want. I had a daytime band and a nighttime band. It was a little bit like an inverted V and an inverted W. And these clamped my jaw down. So my jaw went from this position to, obviously, this closed position. So if your bite's bad, you have to work hard with these elastic bands to get to the perfect smile. If a bracket comes off or anything like that, Alex is so happy to fix anything, sort anything out. They're so happy to answer questions. Even if you wanted to go in for a consultation, they would happily show you what, the mechanism and answer any questions. They're so happy to do that. And that was one of the things that drew me to that particular practice, because if you feel like a lot of the time you want to ask a question but you feel quite silly, it's not the case with them. I literally would just go, is it going to hurt? And it's like, maybe a little bit. He's not going to lie, he's going to tell you the truth, he's going to make you feel at ease, and that was one of the big things for me. So, last few things, guys. I think it's really important that you buy these when you have braces. This is a tiny little in-between toothbrush. Basically, when you have your brackets on, you can clean between them. This means you're getting the top and the bottom with your normal toothbrush, and in between with this one. I just think, you want to clean them thoroughly. I had probably about 10 of these, and they lasted me my whole treatment, and I just changed them probably, every 3 or 4 weeks. Also, that you're going to get at the dentist to help with your brackets. Basically, your brackets do push onto your lips when you first get them, because your lips have to adapt to the fact that they are there. So to help with this, you get a little tub, and inside the tub you put wax on. Okay, I don't rate this wax. I thought it was shocking. It fell off every single time I tried. I think I tried it once actually. But yeah, you're basically meant to get a piece of this wax and roll it in a ball and stick it on top. Didn't rate it. I just thought, I'll take some paracetamol, man up. But yeah, there are a couple more things that may help you out. So obviously this is my finished treatment. I'm going to leave their details in the description box below, but I fully recommend them, and anyone that is going on a conventional brace journey or a fast brace journey, you enjoy it. Document your journey. It's an amazing thing. When you see your befores to your afters, it's incredible. I will include, after this clip, a few pictures of my befores, during and after for you to see my process. But yeah, don't be scared. Go for it. If you're thinking about it, contact them. And yeah, just enjoy your brace journey. Thank you guys for coming to watch. Please like, please subscribe, please share to people that wouldn't, need to see this video. And thanks again for watching. Bye guys!